Reviewing the tape from Sunday, what did you take away?
I thought we struggled and we did our best out there. We battled and we fought and we ultimately couldn't score in the red zone, and I think that's the biggest part of it. And I thought we did a good job protecting the ball, but there are plenty of things on film that we can clean up.
As far as the drops that you guys are going through right now, how do you deal with that as a quarterback when you feel like you're probably making some good throws, especially on third and fourth down, but guys are coming down with the ball? How do you sort of approach that?
I think it's tough situations, especially with the weather. I think that's going to affect it, and those guys battle, and I know that they're doing their best, and just like I'm doing my best, and they've made incredible catches before, and they've saved me and protected us. So it's part of the game, and I know that next time we're going to go to them and they're going to make the play, and that's just the trust and faith that we have in each other.
What are the challenges of facing off against Patrick Surtain?
Yeah, he's incredibly talented. You watch him on film, and he always seems to be in the right place at the right time. And he's just a smart ball player and knows exactly what to do, how to cover guys, and he's able to cover different types of guys. So it's really impressive to watch.
In those situations when there's a drop, a key situation, is it? Do you have to tell yourself don't have an obvious reaction, or does that just come natural that you don't have some over-the-top reaction that people then are going to point to and say, you make your teammate look bad, kind of thing?
Yeah.
Does it just come naturally?
I think it's just part of the game. If I miss a guy, or if I miss a wide open guy, I'd like for him to do the same thing where he puts his hands up or he's pointing at me or things like that. And I think it's kind of just treat people the way you want to be treated. And I can always do a better job of that. And it's a tough situation. There was a lot of rain. It's tough on the footballs like that. But I know those guys are doing their best. And kind of like I said earlier, it's trust and confidence that we're going to go back to them the next play and they're going to make a play.
You don't have to remind yourself in the moment. That just kind of seems like it just sort of comes natural. We saw the one spike thing with Will, but that's really the only time we've ever seen any of that from you. So
I think it is maybe a conscious effort just to treat people the way you want to be treated, and those situations are always tough and they're never friendly, and you always want to try to avoid those situations, but they're going to come up, and I think that we've got a great team and a great locker room that are able to handle and talk to it, and especially communicate with each other about them.
We saw Josh Palmer out there. His window's open now. How much of a boost would he give you down the stretch here?
Yeah, Josh is a special player. We know that he's fighting. He's doing everything he can to be out on the field, and he's a tough guy. And injuries are a part of the NFL, and it's tough and dealing with adversity like that. But he's doing everything he can in the training room and the film room. And whenever he's called, I know he'll be ready.
Just with this Broncos defense, kind of an interesting arc of the season, giving up 70 points in one game, but then sort of responding the way that they have, playing better. How far back are you guys going in terms of your preparation? Do you watch that game from earlier in the season, or do you more focus on what's been happening recently?
Yeah, I think that's a good question. Generally, our process as quarterbacks have been to watch the past 6 or 7 games. I think that's outside of the scope, but you can always go back and watch, and we end up watching all the games from the year, but you pay more attention to the recent ones, just how they're playing, who they're playing, and the type of things that they're putting in. So it's definitely something that you can go back and watch. But generally, you tend to the more recent ones.
They've really been thriving off of turnovers. It's sort of been a big thing that's been a boon for them over this stretch defensively. From what you're seeing on tape from them recently, is that something that's maybe characteristic of the defense in terms of how they're going about things, or there's obviously going to be a little bit of luck in play with turnovers as well? So what are you sort of seeing with that specifically with the defense?
Yeah, I think that's something that Coach Day brought up in the team meeting room this morning is focusing on that. They're causing turnovers, and they're doing a good job protecting the ball, and that's something that we've got to go into this game having a good mindset about. And as to your question, they've done a good job of forcing those turnovers. They're going out and getting them picks, fumbles, getting after the ball. And that's the good part about a defense is if they're playing around flying like that, they're going to be a good defense. And causing and forcing turnovers like that, it just reminds you got to be smart with the ball, play smart winning football.
What did Alex Erickson brought to the offense?
Yeah, Alex is an awesome guy. He's a great teammate, and he knows exactly what he's doing, and he's going to fight out there. And he always seems to be in the right spot at the right time. And he's one of those guys that I trust going out there running the routes. He's quick, he's athletic, and he's able to win one-on-one matchups.